Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite white colonizing Zionist prince coming to you live from the United States of America. I'm Tal, the Traveling Clat. Let's take a look at this clip from an Israeli Druze, an Arab Israeli Druze, who has to chime in about Israel.
I can testify as an authority, as an Arab. I am so lucky to be born in Israel. I was just talking to another Druze friend of mine who was the first Druze pilot in the IDF. And we're talking about it, and I want to invite him for a podcast. And I said, you know what? If we were born in Syria or in Lebanon, we'll be oppressed, fighting for our life. Right now, we'll probably be simple farmers, just hoping that no one is going to raid our town and just kill the men and steal our women. And here in Israel, you became a pilot, you know, in the strongest air force in the world, probably. We have doctors, we have people in the government, we have teachers. My sister can walk in the street dressed however she wants. She doesn't need to worry. My mom is religious. She puts the futa. She does it because she wants to. No one is forcing her. If she chooses tomorrow she doesn't want to do it, no one is going to come and tell her what to do or try to humiliate. And I said, like, there's no other Arab nation in the Middle East that gives you that freedom like Israel. And then come all these woke idiots around the world and they say, hey, listen, we don't like that. That's a nice democracy. Everybody's have freedom there. Let's destroy them and make it another failing dictatorship run by radical Muslims. Sorry, guys, that's just a terrible idea.
Yeah. So this clip here comes from incredible Druze advocate and honestly close friend at this point. I fucking love him, Mansour Ashkar. If you don't follow him, one second, go follow him right now on YouTube, Mansour Ashkar. Do not miss this YouTube channel. It is one of the best, truly one of the best YouTube channels out there. And he adds so much nuance. He has personally taught me so much in the last year about how to engage with the Arab public, especially with my videos. A lot of my rhetoric, I've been so inspired by him. I personally traveled with him to Majd al-Shams after the Hezbollah rocket attack that happened there. And here's the thing. Here's the magical thing about Mansour. No matter what box you try to throw him in, he'll be able to climb out of that box and defeat you with it, with his life experience. He will be able to win your arguments with his life experience. The man served in special ops in the Israeli army. He's traveled the world. He was kidnapped at a certain point, by Arabs in Jordan. I believe the whole story is there on his YouTube channel. He is incredible. He's mind-blowing. He's one of the most influential people in my life when it comes to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and understanding the true nuance behind it. And I have so much appreciation for him. There is so much for the average person. And this is why I'm always talking about, let's diversify. Let's diversify who represents Israel. Let's talk for a moment about the Mizrahi Jewish perspective, the Arabized Jewish perspective. Let's talk about the Ethiopian Jewish perspective. Let's platform people like Mansour Ashkar, a Druze Israeli, everywhere, because he understands what it's like to be an oppressed minority in the Middle East. This man has family all over the Middle East, as many Druze do who live in Israel. They have family in Syria, some in Lebanon, and they know what the other side of that looks like. That's why he speaks on this video specifically of what if he was born on the other side of this? What if he was born not in the borders of Israel? What would his life look like? And he tells you right then and there, this is the truth. He is an authority. He opens the video, and you know what? I appreciate this so much about him, the way he opens this video.
I can testify as an authority, as an Arab. I am so lucky to be born in Israel.
As an authority, as an Arab, an authority. He's not some discombobulated college student in the West named Karen or Sophia. He is Sophia is a pretty Middle Eastern name, so I'll take that one back. But Karen, okay? Well, actually, Karen's also a Hebrew name, so not Karen, because Karen it means horn. Anyways, I don't know, Jennifer. I don't know if that's a very Jewish name. But he's not some discombobulated college idiot. He's a man who's lived, breathed this region. He understands the nuance of how to have a conversation, and he knows how to educate you. Yes, even you, who may have been watching my channel for a long time. And that's why I figure a voice like his needs to be plastered everywhere. He needs to receive all the government funding, all the funding from Jewish agencies, from Israeli Zionist organizations. He needs to be everywhere. He needs to be the poster boy of Israel. He is the Arab Casey Neistat. That's what I call him, at least. He really reminds me of Casey Neistat, especially in the storytelling. So absolutely incredible individual. If you don't know about him, I hope you do now. His link to his channel will be in the description down below. So go follow him. Also follow him on Instagram. He's incredible. And I think the thing about Mansour or the thing that I would like to close out about him being from the Druze ethnicity, something that I've learned, and I probably talked about this ad nauseum on the channel, but what I've learned since the war has begun is that when the Druze people have something to say, I listen. This is one of the biggest lessons I've taken from last year. These people, this ethnicity, the Druze ethnicity, sort of the Druze group, while yes, they're Arabized, they weren't originally Arabs. This group of people have so much wisdom. I almost see them kind of like the shamans / monks of the Middle East. They have so much wisdom to share with us. And I've told this story, I'll say it again in this video because I think it's important. Before I left to America like a couple months ago on this big adventure of speaking and educating people about Israel, and by the way, in my speaking engagements, the Druze have had such an impact on me. I tie them directly into my speech in most places that I go to. I was traveling around northern Israel in the Golan Heights with an advocate named Abraham Hamra. He's a Syrian-born Jew, incredible advocate as well. We've made a whole video on him on the channel. Definitely go check him out. And this Druze man approached me in the Golan Heights. I didn't know him. He just drove up to us, started asking questions, got into a conversation. And like I've known with this policy, I know when a Druze person has something to say, I listen. So he started talking, and he had something to say. I listened. He says to me, you know what's, you Jews can be so stupid sometimes. You need to start thinking Jewish, but acting Druze. In Hebrew, אתם צריכים להתחיל לחשוב כמו יהודי ולהתחיל להתנהג כמו דרוזי. Start acting like a Druze, but thinking like the Jews. And I think this is one of the most pivotal things I've heard in a long time because it's so true. The Druze don't fuck around when it comes to their territory being conquered, their people being harmed. They fight back ruthlessly without thinking about international human rights and what this person will say and that person will say. You fuck with my family, you're donezo. It's over, it's done with. And the things that we do very well is we think. We think very deeply. We're very introspective. I'm not saying that Druze don't think introspectively, but even a Druze person will tell you the Jews are thinkers. We think. We have great minds behind us. That's why so many Jewish people excel in so many different departments. But one of our main issues is when it comes to action, when it comes to getting shit done properly, we don't finish the job a lot of times because we're too busy thinking about what are the ramifications of our actions. What is this? There has to be a way to find the duality between those two things. How can we be deeper thinkers and positive thinkers and look towards Geulah and the light and bringing light onto the world, but actually acting with so much ferocity, so much strength that we cast fear into anybody who considers crossing us, the way that the Druze do. People know in the Middle East, don't fuck with the Druze. And while you see in Syria, Al-Jolani is fucking with the Druze, they do take several precautions because they know what the Druze are capable of. So it's something to keep in mind. And I love Mansour. If you haven't followed him yet,
Druze friend of
if this video hasn't convinced you, go follow my brother. I love this man very much. He's amazing. Again, he has a YouTube channel. He posts almost every day as well. He's very, very active. So go show him some love. And I will see you guys in the next one. And let him know that I sent you. Let him know Traveling Clat sent you. Show him some Clat love the way we do. We know how to do. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.